Hey guys, what is happening, and welcome back to England's Road to the World Cup, and we are on to episode number 10 today. And now, as you can see from last week's rewards, we have sold that in form that we packed. That was going to get us starting and rolling for this weekend league just gone. So we picked up some new signings, got Jack Wilshere into the club for 1,000 coins, 1,400 for Nathaniel Klein. I just wanted to bolster the squad for the weekend league. I felt that we were struggling a little bit for strength in depth, and I was really struggling, like I said, with Chris Moore in the last episode. So we picked up Michael Keane from Everton, and he is going to replace him for this weekend league. As you can also see, we signed Sturridge. He's not going to make the starting lineup, but he will be if we want to use him as well. So starting off the weekend league, we just switched out, put Klein and Keane in. Obviously had Danny Rose as well, who we packed last week, and then we had Wilshere as well coming in as CDM to replace Delph. Now, as you can see, I've got that win counter back up again for you guys, so you can see the results that we were getting during this weekend league. And I tell you what, it was a bit of an eventful one because I started off quite well. I got 3 from 5, which wasn't bad, and it just completely went into turmoil for me. Like, I just could not win a game for love nor money. I was playing well and I was defending especially well, but I was just struggling to put the ball in the back of the net, and that was proving to be a massive flaw for me because I was getting to the point, I think at one point we were from 15 games 4 wins, and I thought this is just going to end terribly. I might as well just put the controller down, but I persisted and managed to get a good total in the end, which you guys will see. Wins total in the end, you can see in the top corner of the win counter. But generally the team was playing well. I don't know why I was just struggling to put away chances. I've been quite ill over the weekend. I think I was thinking about the game too much, but I persisted with the game. But I did notice that the matchmaking, obviously there was a lot of changes to matchmaking. Not only that, you had the kits thing. As you can see, every game you're playing in the same kit. Now, I can understand why they've done this, and I get it to a certain degree, but I just got really bored of using the same kit and seeing my opponent in the same kit. And obviously I didn't want to switch it up because I didn't want to get confused, so I stuck with the white kit against the navy for the whole time. So I'll probably do that for most of the episodes. I know it's quite boring, but there's not really much choice out there, especially when we're playing as England on this. But you will see, I think obviously we're on to like the 6th win now, and this is where the tide just started to turn for me. I was starting to pick up a bit more from games. This sort of luck here with the Jamie Vardy goal, really scrappy goal, but we managed to do it. And I won a couple of penalty games as well, especially this one. I won on penalties, and I won a really high penalty shootout, which you'll see later as well. But Rashford was picking up goals again, and Vardy came in really strong towards the end of this weekend league. Him and Rashford just unstoppable up there. I did stick Daniel Sturridge in for 1 game, and he did nothing and then got injured, which was just so ironic. It just happens in real life all the time, and I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to pick up players that I'm just not going to use in this series, just for the fact of signing them. We need to be at full strength for this game. As you can see in this one, we managed to win 5-4 after being 3-0 down in that game. So this is when I really knew the luck was starting to turn. We managed to get our 9th win in this one here as well. But we were coming from behind so often, so I wasn't giving up. Really putting a lot into the games and trying to get as many clear-cut chances as possible, because I just wasn't making enough in the games that I was losing. And obviously that's just one of them things, isn't it? You know what I mean? But we've gone past, and we've managed to get 50 goals, I think, for Rashford and Vardy now, so they're really starting to push on. Obviously it's inevitable playing them two up front for near on 40 games every week, but here's the high penalty shootout as well. That guy just kept shooting a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and the dives that I was doing with Fraser Forster was going over the top of the ball, so I ended up having to just sort of curl myself down into the corner with him to get the saves at the end. So it was really frustrating, that penalty shootout, but as you can see it was a high scoring one as well, so I was lucky to get my ones in. But yeah, we managed to get in the end to 18 wins, which is exactly the same with 2 games remaining once again. So my target this week is to just see how the games go, obviously, but if I can get to 18 again, but maybe within a less games, because it was quite stressful. Luckily the weekend league was extended, which helped me quite a lot, but it was quite stressful because I was out on the Friday, and then I was busy until sort of mid-afternoon, late evening on the Saturday. So it was Saturday, played football myself on the Sunday morning, busy with the family, and then it was Sunday afternoon / evening slogging it away, and then the same again Monday night. I had to play quite a lot of games as well. It was quite typical. I got to 16 wins and then I lost 3 in a row. and then managed to win 2 in the last game. I got pitched up against a full team of icons and he rage quit after going, I think it was like 2 or 3-0 up, which is just silly really. I really try to get an understanding of the people that I'm up against, but some of these teams are just literally pay to win. And the thing that I was finding a lot is obviously people buy these really expensive teams and their quality of gameplay, or sometimes you can just play against anyone and maybe your gameplay style is just, it outclasses theirs or theirs outclasses yours. But the amount of full icon teams, or a lot of icons in the team that I'm coming up against, and the players are really poor and they're getting dragged through by like a 25-yarder, and I haven't been able to put the ball in the goal because they've got De Gea in goal. Or, to be honest, I don't really rate on any of the icon keepers. I really don't. I came up against Yashin, I think, in this weekend. He made some horrific mistakes, and I do think that the best keepers on this game seem to be Courtois, De Gea, Rtwc, generally them sort of keepers. I don't see a lot of other keepers used really on Weekend League, especially not the keeper I've got Fraser Forster, but hopefully we can pick up Fraser Forster's Scream Team card at some point as well, because that's got an upgraded rating, so it would be nice to pick that up. Other cards that I want to pick up, one's to watch Barkley. Once that drops down a little bit in price, I'm obviously thinking that will once the SBCs are finished. And then hopefully I will be picking up the John Stone team and the group stage card, because he is so good at coming forward from the back, very controlled on the ball, and it's nice to have a centre back that doesn't seem to lose it all the time. So I did find it a lot better with Michael Keane. Even though we had a bad spell and a bad start, I was able to get them wins in, and luckily get up to 18 wins as well. So we're wrapping up with the gameplay, obviously in that second to last one. Sorry, my voice is still bad from where I've been ill. My second to last game I won at Pens, and this was the one against majority of icons. I think it was pretty much a full team of icons. You'll see most of those. I think he had like a couple of Barca players in as well, but you see Overmars there, and he just wasn't that great. And it wasn't until I managed to get this third goal here by Barkley just before half time, and he rage quit, and I was pleased with that because I just needed that at that point. I wanted to finish up. As you can see, we reached gold 3. Obviously we want to try and get at least gold 3 so we can get some gold rewards for the monthlies as well. What I'm going to be showing you now is a range of snipes that I've got. Now I've been doing BPL inform discard sniping basically. So Mawson is the cheapest player. I just use him as my marker and then just try and pick up all the cheapest ones. Obiang, as you'll see, I pick up a few times, making a couple of K, 3K sometimes on each one, but I really managed to get some really nice snipes as well, and there's more to come because I've done some of my main accounts, so I'll put them all into a highlights video as well. As you can see, we get Chupa Moting here for 10,750, and then we put up for 18,000. Now all of these sold. I didn't have all the footage from them because I was using it on my capture part of the PS4 because I was doing editing and stuff, and it's difficult because my computer just doesn't seem to quite like it. I get glitchy gameplay, sorry, sometimes when that happens. As you can see here, we pick up a really good snipe. We pick up Tosan for 10,000 coins, selling him on for a massive profit. As you can see there, he was being used still in the SBCs. This was just yesterday. We sold him for 27,000 coins. What a profit on that. The last one here, Obiang, picked up for 10,000, selling on for 1450. Now, as you can see here, we get our Foot Champions rewards. Literally just open these now, and you can see we get that gold 3, so we get 30,000 coins, and it is a big difference as well, getting up to that 18 wins, 2 mega packs and a rare players packs. Now the mega packs were usually quite good for me, and these two were just not great. Again, there was a lot of players in them. I won't show you the stuff in the packs because you guys really want to see that. I don't think you do. You just want to see if I pack anyone good. So the first one, you can see we get Ivanovic. We did get Welbeck in the pack as well. He's not actually on my checklist, but I think I'll keep him in the club as well. The other players I think we're going to end up using for SBCs at some point. I might start doing the marquee matchups. Now we've got some coins rolling because we're up to like 160,000 coins now. So the last one is our 50k pack, and we do actually get a board from this, which is cool. So as you can see, the board drops here. We get Spanish goalkeeper, and I was thinking De Gea, and it wasn't too bad. It's probably the second best one you can get really, Asenjo there. So that was pretty nice, good to get him as well. And as you can see, we get an 83 rated Sewell there as well, Welbeck in that pack, and Sergio Roberto as well, so not too bad. Pretty decent packs. There will be better rewards at times, hopefully, and hopefully we can get up to 21 wins as well. But if you have enjoyed this episode, then please drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new already. If you're not new to the channel, subscribe as well. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great weekend, and peace.